Y estamos acá en la cancha, estamos en el Bernabéu donde viene Messi con la pelota, lo ve a Ronaldinho, pide Ronaldinho, gol.
O toque de cabeça, olha chance, olha gol, golaço!
¡Qué golazo!
Nothing like a nice cup of coffee to start your day and to start this beautiful podcast with the 5 people listening. Welcome. Episode 63. Today is March 2nd, a day that will be remembered by every Premier League fan because of what just happened in the Merseyside derby between Liverpool and Everton. What the fuck happened? We'll get into that. But first, let's talk about AC Milan. AC Milan, they've been doing really good. Really good. And not that I'm supposed to be surprised, but I mean, it's a shocker because AC Milan has been a nobody really for such a long time that now with Renato Gattuso, taking the coaching spot, he's kind of reinvented them, and they're in third right now in the Serie A. Let's look at it. They're 13-9-4, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up the standing. It's right here. Yeah, they're 13-9-4 with 48 points. They're only okay, they are 8 points away from Napoli, but even so, I mean, they haven't been in third place since, if I'm not mistaken, 2012-2013 season when Ibra was there, Robinho was there, and it's like, wow, like it's exciting for me. It's exciting because, I grew up watching the AC Milan and the Inter, always go head to head, and it was always them too going for Serie A, with Pippo Inzaghi, Paolo Maldini, Kaká, Gattuso, Seedorf, all these legendary players, and for them to crumble down to how United did, where United were pretty much nobody for a while ever since the Fergie days, that now they're a little bit more exciting. Obviously, we can't really get them hyped up so much because, it's still a comeback for them. They're still in that comeback phase. But AC Milan, I mean, dude, they've been doing fantastic. Third place, they have 48 points. They have not lost since December 22nd in the Serie A. Okay, the last game that they lost was against Fiorentina. Excuse me, it's because I ate breakfast. That was against Fiorentina 1-0 at Fiorentina. If I'm not mistaken, it was at Fiorentina. Ever since then, they've had 6 wins, 3 draws, and then that 1 loss. They've done a fantastic job so far because, I mean, let's look at... They defeated Sassuolo 1-0, okay? In the Coppa Italia, they're in the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. They held Lazio away 0-0. They go back to Lazio April 24th. Wow, that's actually a long time. Okay, so April 24th, they go back and they host at the San Siro against Lazio. Before that, they defeated Empoli 3-0, Atalanta 3-1, Cagliari 3-0. They held Roma 1-1. They defeated Napoli in the quarterfinal. Bro, that's huge because Napoli is a big team. You can't say that they're not. I mean, they're second. They've been second in the Serie A for how many years? And then the game before that, they tied against Napoli 0-0 in the Serie A. They won against Genoa. They lost 1-0 against Juventus. That's inevitable. In the Supercoppa Italiana, which I still don't understand. They defeated Sampdoria in the round of 16 2-0 in the Coppa Italia. They won 2-1 against Spal. 0-0 Frosinone, I'm assuming. And then before that, that's when they lost 1-0 to Fiorentina. But even before that, 0-0 against Bologna, 0-0 Torino, 2-1 Parma, 1-1 Lazio, then 2-0 Juventus, 1-0 Udinese against Udinese. 2-1 against Genoa, 3-2 Sampdoria. I mean, this Milan, this AC Milan is doing fantastic things. You know, they're. My question is, are they? I don't want to hype it up too much because, they just, they're just getting back. They're just getting back. They're doing good. And I don't want to hype them up, but I mean, AC Milan. I mean, in Italy, watch out because AC Milan's they're coming in. They're coming in strong, and they're doing really good. They're doing fantastic, and all through the beginning and right before the holiday season, there was a lot of question on whether Gattuso should stay or not. Even before the season, there was a lot of question of Renato Gattuso. Should he stay? Should he go? Should they sign Antonio Conte? Should they bring in I forget who was the other one? I think it was, I don't remember honestly. But yeah, they were questioning should they take out Gattuso or should they keep him? I think so far they've done a great job with sticking to him and sticking by his side. Hold on, let me just post this Facebook Live video on my Facebook. Check out episode 63. Boom. Posted that. Is that there? So, yeah, I mean, AC Milan, they're doing good. I don't want to jinx it. Because I've been a fan of AC Milan. But, man, third place. It feels so good. Like, right now, if you're listening to this, I'm just like, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see AC Milan back in third, back in the top, back at least in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like they deserve to be up there. Now they do, obviously. I've always wanted to see AC Milan back up there. Fighting against these big teams and being the big team. Right now, obviously, it's Juventus, it's Napoli, it's Roma, but finally, AC Milan, they're back up there. MLS started yesterday. Finally, because I've been dying. I'm not a huge MLS fan, but I'm a fan of MLS. I'm a fan of the growth. I'm a fan of, the Football League here in the United States, which is, where I do the show and where I am, obviously. And it's so exciting because every year it seems to grow just a little bit more. A lot of people, probably from outside of the States that, don't really know much about MLS, it's starting to not grow on them, but it's starting to catch their attention. I mean, come on, with the likes of David Villa, David Beckham, Zlatan, Giovanni Dos Santos, Robbie Keane, Didier Drogba. I mean, we have a lot of Kaká. We've had a lot of superstars here. Thierry Henry. I mean, come on, Red Bull legend. I call him and I consider him a Red Bull legend because of what he's done at Red Bull. But we had 10 games yesterday. There's 2 games today. Yesterday, the winners were Toronto FC, Minnesota United, LA Galaxy, Montreal Impact, and Seattle Sounders. Newcomer FC Cincinnati, they lost away to Seattle Sounders. Now, I mean, not that I'm disappointed, but not that I saw it coming either. But I mean, it's Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders is a well respected team here in the MLS. There were a lot of draws. Orlando City versus New York City FC, 2-2. Great game, by the way, because New York, they were winning 2-0. Orlando came right back. Columbus and Red Bulls tied 1-1. FC Dallas and New England, 1-1. Colorado and Portland. That was probably one of the most entertaining games that I got to see snippets of it, and ended up 3-3. I mean, what a fucking game. Let me look up exactly who scored when, who first. Okay, it was K. Kamara for Colorado. Then Portland, Valeri. Then in Portland against Sebastian Blanco. Then Benny Fellhaber. Fellhaber? No, I can't pronounce his fucking name. Then an own goal from Portland. Then, and then at the 94th minute, Colorado came back and they tied 3-3. Portland almost left with a tie. Hi, my handsome son. Keep up this great work. Oh, it's my dad. Hey, Pa, how you doing? I was like, who the hell is that? Calling me a handsome son. But yeah, I mean, MLS is fantastic. It was a great start yesterday. And today they continue. It's today at 6 p.m. Eastern time, of course. DC United versus Atlanta United. Great game. MLS champions versus, one of the MLS first starters, which is DC United. Then LAFC facing Sporting KC. Now, Sporting Kansas City, it might be a game for them to lose because they're going to focus on the Champions League. Because the Champions League, it's something that an MLS team really wants, because an MLS team has never won the CONCACAF Champions League. As a matter of fact, we'll get into that. But LAFC, they look to, snag up a win. And they did good. Now, before the LA Galaxy game started, Don Garber, I know he's part of the MLS. I don't remember his exact name, his title, and all that stuff. But they unveiled a statue of David Beckham right at the entrance of the stadium. Wow, I mean, it's actually really good. Not like, the one that they did for Ronaldo where they completely fucked up his face. This one's actually really good, and it's really beautiful. You got to check it out when you get a chance. He's being honored as an icon to the MLS. Don Garber, ahead of the opener against Chicago, said, "There's no doubt that our league wouldn't be what it is today if David and his family didn't make the decision back in 2006 to join the Galaxy, and then our league the following year." That's amazing. I mean, that's fantastic. That's a huge honor to have a statue of yourself, in the uniform of the team they used to play for, in front of the stadium before you walk in. That's fantastic. That's amazing. Now, this is the first time LA Galaxy has a statue of any player at their stadium. Now, my question is, why didn't they do one of Landon Donovan? Or even Kobe Jones? That's the question, bro. That's the question. Why? Because Kobe Jones is a legend at LA Galaxy. Now, granted, he didn't bring in a lot of attraction like David Beckham did, because David Beckham he's an international star. Okay, he's a huge international star. I mean, anywhere you go around the world, you say David Beckham, and it's like, oh yeah, I know that guy. He either, oh yeah, he played for Real Madrid, or oh yeah, he's married to Victoria Beckham. Or, I've seen him in this commercial, or if he's done this, or he's done... The guy is everywhere. He's an international star. So I get why they would do that. And I know a lot of LA Galaxy fans are upset, because I was looking at comments on everywhere where the statue was posted on social media. And I saw a lot of negative comments as to, not towards Beckham, because, I mean, who doesn't like Beckham? I'll wait. Exactly. Nobody really hates Beckham. If you hate Beckham, there's something wrong with you. Just like if you hate Michael Jordan, there's something wrong with you. Or Kobe Bryant, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? But with David Beckham, it's not the hate or the anger isn't towards him. It's more towards the club, where it's saying, bro, have you not realized what Landon Donovan did? How many MLS cups has he brought in? Kobe Jones? I mean, come on. You guys didn't, and me too. I mean, I'm not an LA Galaxy fan. Okay, I've never liked LA Galaxy because they're so annoying. They're kind of like the Bayern Munich. Okay, for years and years and years and years, LA Galaxy's racking up MLS cups over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where I'm like, yo, I'm sick of it. Now, I'm a Rebel fan. I've always been a Rebel fan. Okay, always. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the fact that, honestly, not once Ibrahimovic, because I'm a fan of Ibrahimovic. Once Ibrahimovic joined LA Galaxy, I was like, fuck, I have to hate them less, because I love the guy. I mean, the guy's a legend. The guy's fantastic. How could you not like Ibrahimovic? If you don't, you just don't get the guy. But anyway, with LA Galaxy, I think they kind of screwed up on this this statue. They should have they definitely should have had one for Donovan, Kobe Jones. You know, obviously Donovan a little bit more because of what he's done and how much he's brought to LA Galaxy. But definitely David Beckham deserves it because if you really, really think about it, if it wasn't for David Beckham leaving PSG to join, no, not PSG, AC Milan, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me look this up. If I'm not mistaken, it was AC Milan. David Beckham. No, not his website. Check Wikipedia. Wikipedia is always amazing. I mean, anything you want to know, Wikipedia. Oh shit, he played at Tottenham Hotspur in his youth career? Whoa, dude. There we go. Wait. Oh, he came straight from Madrid to LA Galaxy. Whoa. I did not see that coming. I don't even remember that. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, he went from coming from Real Madrid. See, that even proves my point a little bit more. Leaving Real Madrid, one of the biggest football teams in history, leaving Real Madrid to come down to MLS and join LA Galaxy and doing what he's done, he's attracted so many players. Schweinsteiger's in Chicago. Ibrahimovic is in LA Galaxy. David Villa was at New York City. Andrea Pirlo was at New York City. Frank Lampard was at New York City. Thierry Henry was at Red Bull. Juninho was at Red Bull. Julio Cesar went to Toronto. Who else? Sebastian Vinko left Juventus when he was very young, 20, I don't know how much. I know he was in his 20s. To join Toronto. And look what he did at Toronto. Okay? If you don't know, if you're listening to this and you don't know Sebastian Giovinco and what he's done with Toronto in the few years that he was here, go look it up. Just press pause on me right now and go to look it up. Because the guy is phenomenal. And actually, it kind of hurt the league, him leaving. Not hurt the league, but it kind of hurt Toronto more. Him leaving. I think he could have retired, actually, in Toronto. But anyway. Who else has Kaká in Orlando? Pity Martinez is a young talent coming to Atlanta United. Kaku is a young talent coming to Red Bull. Who else? I mean, there's Didier Drogba going to Montreal Impact in Canada. Damn, man. I know. No. That's not. No, wrong person. Hold on as I drink my coffee. But I do agree with LA Galaxy building a statue for David Beckham. It must be a huge honor. I mean, if anybody made a freaking statue out of me, I'd be like, holy shit, dude, you look at me like that? Wow. Yeah, that's huge. But yeah, I just would like to know how Donovan feels about this. I'm pretty sure someone is going to ask him. I don't know really how Donovan is. I don't know if he'll say no comment or he'll actually answer or he'll be happy for him. You know, I have no idea. My question of this podcast to you, the listener, is you guys know Marc-Andre ter Stegen, right? Young, phenomenal goalkeeper. German, left Borussia Mönchengladbach to join Barca Giants. And he hasn't really gotten... I personally think he's earned it. And now this to you might seem like I'm being biased. I'm just going to say it just so you guys don't fucking think I'm just favoring him. I'm going to be biased about this, okay? Ter Stegen, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's been the best goalkeeper of the season. No, I'm not going to say that because there's De Gea. Okay, there's De Gea. There's definitely Keylor Navas. Every time he steps onto the field for Madrid, I think honestly Keylor Navas this season is probably very underrated because, since Courtois takes La Liga, Navas takes, if I'm not mistaken, Copa del Rey, and Champions League. I feel like he just goes unnoticed ever since Courtois came in. Courtois has a spotlight, but it's not really like, oh my God, Courtois, you're amazing. No. You got Keylor Navas, you got De Gea, you have Alisson for Liverpool, you have Mark ter Stegen, no, Lloris, no. Leno from Arsenal, definitely. He's definitely up there. There's a few other goalkeepers that I was thinking about that aren't in like big teams, like, you know what I'm saying, like PSG and all this stuff. But anyway, with ter Stegen's situation in Germany, okay, the German national team, I honestly don't understand. I can't seem to understand why he hasn't got the number one spot. Now, Manuel Neuer, fan-fucking-tastic goalkeeper. He is definitely going to go down as a goalkeeping legend. He's going to be up there with Buffon, Casillas, and Dino Zoff, and etc., 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 etc. He will be up there, without a doubt. My respect for him is, I look at him as a great, fantastic goalkeeper. I honestly look at him as the goalkeeper that kind of changed the goalkeeping position, reinventing it. Adding the, playing out of the box a little bit, using your feet more. Because if you think about it, it was always like a meme, and everybody was always like, not making fun of him, but laughing at the fact that he came up as like a fifth defender for Bayern Munich, even for Germany. But if you look at it now, almost every single goalkeeper. Oh, Jordan Pickford. That's the other goalkeeper. That's one of the other goalkeepers. If you look at the other goalkeepers around the world, especially the top guys like ter Stegen, like Navas, like De Gea, like Alisson, Leno, like Ederson. He's the other one. Willy Caballero. I was gonna say Kepa. If you look at these big goalkeepers, even just goalkeepers that aren't in the big teams, in the lower teams or anywhere around the world, you'll see that they're not always sticking to their box anymore, to their little, gated area. They're not sticking to just the goal. They're opening up and they're coming out. They're coming out of the box and they're playing the game. Like, they're actually making passes. Like, for an example, I mean, watching El Clásico yesterday, how many times did ter Stegen receive the ball, even under pressure? He faked at one point, he dribbled, and then, saw the player opening, sent him the ball. I mean, you really have to play that kind of game nowadays because football is reinvented almost all the time. And I look at Manuel Neuer as the guy who did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is the guy who came out and, people laughed at, but it's like it's part of the game now. Now goalkeepers need to be able to play with their feet a little bit more, be faster, and they need to just be up there. You know what I'm saying? So, but aside from that, the respect that I have for Manuel Neuer, Mark ter Stegen, who plays for Barcelona, I personally think the fucking guy is a cat. He pounces and he saves almost every single ball that comes his way. If you don't believe me, go look up El Clásico yesterday. Go look up El Clásico on Wednesday. Because, I'm smiling because Barcelona won both games. And Mark ter Stegen played a huge part in it because yesterday and Wednesday, Vinicius Jr. and Benzema had so many opportunities, clear goal-scoring chances. I mean, it was clear to the point where, like, if it was almost any other goalkeeper, it probably would have went in. And you can say I'm being biased because as a Barcelona, I don't give a shit. Ask a fan who's not a Barca fan. Ask a fan who just doesn't like Barca, and they'll tell you, Marc-Andre ter Stegen is fantastic. And I think last season, he did a great job. This season, he's proven it again and adding more to it that he deserves that number one spot. And Joachim Low came out, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday or the day before talking about, his goalkeeping options. And he's still saying that Manuel Neuer is the number one goalkeeper. But that Ter Stegen has every right to come out and say that he's going to pressure Low or Joachim Love. You pronounce V, not D, W. And he's going to pressure Neuer to, give the coach the headache and push him out so that he can get the number one spot. And I personally think he has it. I think he deserves it. Honestly, I love the guy. The guy's fantastic. He deserves the number one spot, man. Seriously. And I don't think there's any debate. I honestly don't. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm going to say Neuer is a great goalkeeper. Okay, he's struggling this season, but he's doing great. He's doing fantastic. What I found fucked up was that he came off an injury just before the World Cup. Right before the World Cup. Mark Ter Stegen was playing all season long. Okay? He played all fucking season long. And he was ready. He was pumped. He was ready to take on the starting spot for Germany in the World Cup. Joachim Löw still gave Neuer the spot. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that if Ter Stegen would have started, Germany would have never been knocked out. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Ter Stegen deserves the number one spot. Okay? And you can say that I'm biased. I'll say it. Alright, I am biased. I am a Barca fan. I am going to go for my guy. Okay? I am going to say it. But you don't need me to tell you that. You really don't. You don't need me to tell you. You could just watch the games that he plays. And he'll prove it to you. Like he's proven it again and again all this season. Now, if Barcelona goes to win the Champions League, that's even more proof. And that's more, how do you say it? I don't know. I honestly can't say because I'm just so hyped up into this. But it's more of a reason, there we go, more of a reason for him to have the number one spot in Germany. Okay, so question for you guys is, why hasn't he received the starting spot for Germany? Moving on. There we go. LA Galaxy, just the day before, hold on, let me sip on my coffee. If not, this is going to get cold. I hate cold coffee. There's people upstairs. That's probably why you hear. LA Galaxy fans finally get their wish granted. What's their wish? Or what was their wish? Was for Giovanni Dos Santos to be let go. And that's exactly what happened. That's a dog. That's my dog. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. Odi. Damn it, man. I'm trying to do a show here. So yeah, LA Galaxy bought out the rest of his contract, and now he's a free agent. Where's he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? I mean, let's look up Giovanni Dos Santos because it's. If you really look at his if you look at his career backwards, it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. It's like, wow. He started at Barcelona B, got bumped up to Barcelona, first team, was sold to Tottenham Hotspur, loaned down to Ipswich Town, loaned down to Galatasaray, Racing Santander. Then Mallorca bought him for 1 season. Then Villarreal bought him for 2 seasons. Alexis, can you calm down Odie, please? Odie. Then Villarreal, they bought him for 2 seasons. Then LA Galaxy kept him from 2015 to 2019. So, let's look at that backwards. Start off at LA Galaxy, move on to Villarreal, go down to Mallorca, get loaned out to Racing Santander, loaned out to Galatasaray, loaned down to Ipswich Town, bought by Tottenham Hotspur, then you finally get to Barcelona. It's crazy. It's really crazy how... Hey, Elvis. Elvis is on Facebook Live with us, guys. It's crazy and it's funny how Giovanni Dos Santos, his career backwards, makes more sense than now. Now, I mean, I don't get it. And I honestly don't know what went wrong. I can't comprehend what went wrong for Giovanni Dos Santos, because when I saw him at Barcelona, back, when Ronaldinho was there, Xavi, Iniesta, Eto'o, and all these guys, I saw him as a great young talent. I didn't see anything wrong with him. Now, I don't know what happened. I know Pep Guardiola came in and just made some switches. Boom, 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 threw it out. Tottenham Hotspur, I never heard his name. I never even knew that he played for Tottenham until I heard of him back at Villarreal. Ooh, excuse me. My coffee, sorry. Then he made... I just found out about all these loans. Ipswich Town, never knew he went there. Galatasaray, never knew. Racing Santander, didn't know. Mallorca, didn't know until Villarreal. Once I saw him, because I remember seeing a La Liga match between Barca and Villarreal, and I was like, oh shit. Hey, isn't that the Mexican guy, Giovanni Dos Santos? But then what happened? Then he got sold to LA Galaxy. Why did you come here? You were doing fantastic at Villarreal. He was doing great. Any of you who watched Giovanni Dos Santos at Villarreal that year, or those few years that he was there, you would agree with me. He was doing great. He was doing a great job. Then to come to LA Galaxy to do what? He made no freaking impact. He took the number 10 and did what with it? Probably made a bunch of sales for the Mexican fans that love him over there in California. That's about it. Because honestly, I didn't see him do much at LA Galaxy. Honestly, I didn't see anything. I heard his name more on a negative side. Meaning like, oh, what's he doing? He's washed up, blah, blah, blah. He's doing this, he's doing that. But he's not doing anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't make an impact. All it did was, and I'm pretty sure the board of LA Galaxy can agree with me, off the record, is that he made sales with the Mexican fan base. Okay? That's pretty much all he did. Because I didn't see him do anything. Anything. Rumors are spreading that Gio is waiting to be called for a Mexican team. That would seem more likely because, I mean, I don't know where else the guy can go. I mean, Elvis would probably agree with me. Where could he go to be more influential besides where Elvis is saying right now, which is, a Mexican team? I mean, go to Liga MX, bro. Go to Liga MX and do what you got to do. See if you can reinvent yourself there. But, I mean, I honestly don't understand when a player's doing great at a club. They're doing good. They're really going, like, they're kind of reinventing themselves. Because, again, Gio was doing great at Barca. He was doing good. Okay? Pep Guardiola came in, and obviously Pep didn't see, not didn't see his potential, but he didn't see that he fit into the Guardiola system. The tiki-taka and all that stuff. So, he let him go to Tottenham. At Tottenham, I honestly don't know. I just never even knew that he was there. I never knew he was there. Galaxy made a good profit of selling jerseys of Gio. We can agree on that. Exactly. See, even Elvis knows. I didn't even have to say it to Elvis. He just joined a few minutes ago, and he knows. Okay? That's all that he did for Galaxy. He sold his jerseys. That's all he did. So I think Elvis is right. I gotta agree with you, Elvis. A Mexican team is probably his best bet. It's his best bet because I just don't know. I don't know. And, not that I feel sorry, it's because he's the idiot who was doing great at Villarreal. Okay? If you're doing fantastic that's a top team, Villarreal. I mean, a lot of players have come through there. And you're doing good there. You're doing good in La Liga. If I'm not mistaken, they were in the Europa. I don't remember. Don't quote me. You're doing so good there at a top European team to come. I'm not degrading and I'm not speaking bad about MLS, but to come, you're doing good at a European team. It's not like you're falling down, you're aging and all that stuff. No, Then you come down to, or come over to the United States to play for LA Galaxy? Why? Why? If you have a starting spot at Villarreal and you're doing good, you're creating all these plays, you're doing all these assists, but you leave to come join LA Galaxy, why? It doesn't make sense. Now, Rooney's situation, you people might be thinking, well, Andres, Rooney kind of did the same thing. No. Rooney wasn't really producing a lot as much as he used to in Everton. That one season that he played for Everton, or half a season if I'm not mistaken, he wasn't doing that much. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, and you could see that he didn't really feel right. He didn't really feel right or fit into the system anymore. Not that he couldn't play in Europe, because I'm pretty sure any of these big stars, I'm pretty sure 80% of the MLS could play in Europe. Hands down. I don't care what team it is, 80% of MLS today could play in Europe. Don't argue, because there's just no point. But Rooney is different. Okay, Rooney is different. Rooney just didn't really fit into Everton, and DC United was pretty much the only team calling him, and I assumed he liked it, and look, he's made a huge impact. Huge impact. I mean, when he came to DC, they were at the bottom of the table of the Eastern Conference. At the bottom. Do you hear what I'm saying? At the bottom of the table. Nowhere near playoffs. By the end of the regular season, he had carried DC United and got them into playoffs, which pissed me off because I hate DC United. But either way, Rooney was more influential, a lot more influential than Giovanni Dos Santos. But anyway, moving on with Giovanni. Who cares about Giovanni? It looks like Manchester United legend Antonio Valencia is set to end his Manchester United career. In fact, he tweeted it out, I don't know if it was today or yesterday night. But there was rumors, it was just, people talking here and there, blah, blah, blah. But it looks like it's set because he basically confirmed it himself. United have been trying to work a deal between the club and his representatives, but it looks like he'll be leaving Old Trafford, which is kind of sad because at first I heard about him and I'm like, back when Man United were looking to sign him, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, he came from Wigan Athletic. Okay, all right. I didn't see much of him. He came on to Manchester United and the guy has done fantastic. He's won 2 Premier Leagues, an FA Cup, 2 AFL Cups, and 3 Community Shields and 1 Europa League. Showing up for them 338 games, scoring 25 goals. It's sad because he's a huge legend. And that was my question, Elvis. I'm reading Elvis's comment right now. He says, "Bring Valencia to MLS." That was my next question: was where should Antonio Valencia go? And I honestly didn't even think about that. I was thinking, last night when I was grabbing this topic, I was thinking, maybe he should end his career in Ecuador. But no, I mean, right now he's recovering from an injury, and he hasn't played since the start of the season. He hasn't, and he picked up an injury, if I'm not mistaken, right before the holidays, and he's still recovering from it. And that's one of the big factors, is because he is getting older, and Man United are looking to, bring in younger people, younger players, and kind of, move forward. Don't bring in older people like Sanchez, which we'll get into. But yeah, I think Elvis is right. Bring Valencia to MLS. I can't believe I didn't even think about that. I think he would do good. I think he would do a great job here in MLS. It'll be fantastic to see. Antonio Valencia, big guy, right back. I mean, you don't even need to use him at right back. You use him as a right mid. Now you can put him right back into right mid, because that's where he initially was for Fergie. He used him as a right mid, and that's where he was at Wigan Athletic. If I'm not mistaken, it was with David Moyes or Louis van Gaal where they converted him into a right back, which was, it worked out in the end. In the beginning, I was not for it. I did not like the fact that Antonio was playing right back. I was like, that makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Wow, I've been going for like 30-something minutes. That's unusual. I didn't even know I was talking that much. So, a lot has happened these past few days. I'm speechless because I didn't think Barcelona could win. Not that I didn't think they could win. The first game of this week, which was Wednesday, 3-0. Fantastic. This game this game that was coming up, I was thinking, shit, Real Madrid is Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, in my head, I was like, they're going to wake up and they're not going to they're just not going to make it easy for us. Again, that was my thinking. And come game day, I'm nervous as shit because I'm watching Real Madrid kick off or Barcelona kick off, and I was like, shit, bro, this is not going to be easy. And if you watch El Clásico, you saw the first 5 to 10 minutes, Real Madrid were just bam, 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 pressure. They were like man marking. Anytime a Barcelona player got the ball, one guy, two guys coming in to support. Then the ball was released, one guy, two guys. It was just pressure on top of pressure on top of pressure. But at the end of the day, Barcelona got the win. And you guys who know me know that I'm a huge Barcelona fan. I loved it. Loved it. Loved every single second of it. But I can talk about Barcelona another time. What I want to just touch base on real quick, just fast, is what is going on with Real Madrid. I can't seem to understand just what is going on with Real Madrid. It doesn't make sense. They have amazing players. Marcelo is on bench. Why? He's a fantastic left back. Don't get me wrong. Reguilón, man, that kid could play. I can see why Real Madrid are using their younger guys because of the fact of the new stadium. So I see that. I understand. And I understand Solari's trying to give the younger talent a chance, but if I was a Real Madrid fan, which I would never be, I'm sorry, I would never be a Real Madrid fan. But if I was, okay, I'd like to see, or if I was a Real Madrid coach or anything part of Real Madrid, in big games like this, I'd be like, Marcelo, you're going to start, but you got to do something. Okay? Shut him down like you've always done. Okay? Like you do with everybody else. I'd start Asensio. I'd start Vasquez. I wouldn't start these younger guys. I'd put the younger guys in second half. 70th minute, 65th. Put them in later for fresh legs because, as you can see, Vinicius Jr. can run like there's no tomorrow. That kid can run up and down the flank, and he won't be fucking tired. He's like the human Flash. He's like the real version of a fucking Flash. Federico Valverde, he's a great upcoming midfielder. But I personally don't think you should be using him in big games like this, where it's vital for you. It's a big game for you to go a step further. Because you were in the La Liga title race. You were in the Copa del Rey race. But then you go and you put these younger kids. You don't do that against Barcelona. And vice versa. Barcelona will not do that against Real Madrid unless they have no choice. But guess what? Real Madrid have a bench of stars. They have Vasquez. They have Marcelo. They have Asensio. Why aren't you putting Isco in? I mean, why not? Isco's a phenomenal player. He's a magician. The guy, when he touches the ball, he just flows with it. And he goes and he makes it seem like he's dancing on the pitch. Listen, I don't care what any coach has, any problem that the coach has with Isco. You got to put that shit aside, be professional, and look at what you got to do. Your job is to win and go as far as you can. And if you're telling me that you have a problem with Isco off the pitch, you're not going to use Isco. That's fucking bullshit. Bullshit. And the thing is, Isco is a phenomenal midfielder. I mean, have you seen what he did at Malaga? And then came to Madrid and you saw what he did at Madrid. Now, nothing. Nothing. Now he's just wanted. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Nope. Okay, nope. I can't end the show because we have a winner. We have a winner of the context. But real quick to finish up the Real Madrid thing. Real Madrid, you gotta wake up. You have to wake up, and you gotta fix your shit. You know, you gotta get rid of Bale. Okay? Number one, I never liked him. Number two, it's not the fact that I'm a Barcelona fan, but you gotta. What did he do yesterday? And what did he do on Wednesday against Barcelona? Nothing. Easy. Simple as that. Get rid of him. If they're not going to use Isco, offload. Get some money. Bring in some other players to bring Real Madrid back to the top. Okay? Because it's done. It's done. That's it. There's no more. Now, moving on. We have a winner, guys, for the jersey giveaway contest. If you are listening, okay, we will be doing more contests like this. We'll probably do one at the end of March, maybe the beginning of April. Or, you know what? No, we'll do one at the end of the season. We'll do one in May. We'll do another one in May. If you are at Pedro T number 1, you are the winner. We will DM you after this episode. Congratulations, you have just earned one of these jerseys. If these aren't the jerseys you're looking for, then you get to contact me and we will talk and I will let you know you are the winner and you can pick. Again, guys, we will be doing a little bit more contests like this so that we can, hand out some free jerseys. And on top of that, I hand out free jerseys every Wednesday night at the Brazil Paradise Grill. So head on down to the Brazil Paradise Grill. I'll post up the information. I post it up all the time. And we do jersey giveaways. Okay? How much time do I have left? I got under a minute. Real quick. Bayern stays second, but they're level with Dortmund after they defeated Borussia and Gladbach 5-1, while Dortmund lost 2-1. It was a lot this weekend. Barcelona completely extended the league. Liverpool today, they tied 0-0 against Everton. Now Man City is on top by a point. Now Man City, all they got to do is just win all their games. Liverpool has to hope Man City lose, and so that Liverpool slipped up again. Liverpool just completely slipped up. Mbappe scores 50 goals in 76 games in League One. Is that a warning for Manchester United? This week is the Champions League. Copa Libertadores is finally back. Copa Libertadores, we got, I personally think Group A is tough. Alianza Lima, Internacional Palestino, River Plate. Which other one? Actually, Group D's, no. And not Group A. Group F, Junior FC, FBC, Melgar, Palmeiras, San Lorenzo. Group G, Atlético Paranaense, Boca Juniors, Deportes, Tolima, Jorge Wilstermann. Guys, take care. That was episode 63. Thank you very, very much. And I'll see you guys Wednesday.